Warning, the final game in this video deals with Telude. Viewer discretion advised.
Greetings, fellow Vita fans. This is James with PS Vita at 2 a.m. Perhaps you've heard of me? Well, I'm coming at you once again with another exciting video. And if you're new here and love everything PlayStation Vita, don't forget to subscribe. It comes as no surprise at this point that the Vita has a plethora of RPGs, JRPGs nonetheless, along with other style of RPGs. In fact, in what I consider its golden era, 2015 to 2017, we were getting brand new JRPGs pretty much on the monthly, sometimes even multiple times a month. And with so many games to choose from, or possibly because of it, many of them slipped under the radar. That is why we are here today to count down some of the best and most obscure games in the RPG category that sadly got overlooked. Hidden gems, if you will, depending on your perspective on it. But before I begin this list, I would like to know, what games do you consider to be overlooked JRPG gems? Let me know down in the comments section. And since we're talking about obscurity today, there will be no Final Fantasy, Persona 4 Golden, or anything of the like. That's pretty much a rule at this point. Or an unofficial rule, again, depending on how you look at it. We're starting off the list today with Stranger of Sword City. Is it strange to be a stranger of Sword City? Well, we're gonna attempt to answer that question today. Your flight crashes after passing through a mysterious portal. I guess you were on a plane then. As the sole survivor, you awaken to an unfamiliar land lit by stars you've never seen. And apparently you're an astronomer too. This land is Escario, quickly marked as the chosen one because, you know, this is an RPG and that's pretty much a rule. You have to be the chosen one. The Stranger of Sword City, you must defend this place and choose your alliances carefully. Explore, level up, make a perfect team, and slay monsters, but choose your allies carefully if you want to find a way home. Oh, and by the by, this is more of a DRPG, or a dungeon crawler RPG. In Stranger of Sword City, you must perfect your DRPG skills and navigate your way through Escario, a place of fantasy races, fierce monsters, and treacherous labyrinths. Because what's a dungeon crawler without extremely large and confusing labyrinths? Explore labyrinths to slay the powerful lineage-type monsters within, and take their blood crystals to increase your power. Who you decide to trust, be it the kingdom or the Strangers Guild, is entirely up to you, but choose wisely. Your fate depends on it. And yeah, a pretty solid dungeon crawler RPG game. One that, in my personal opinion, gets overshadowed by the likes of Mary Skelter and whatnot. Well, what's that? What's that? You say you like Mary Skelter? Well, this game plays a lot like that. So if you like that game and want an alternative to it, this one will do you just fine. Oh, and at this point, I just wanted to mention we never did answer the question, is it strange to be a stranger of Sword City? Sorry about that, guys. We be officially on game number 2 now. Maybe, possibly, methinks. Now we're going to talk about Exist Archive, the other side of the sky. Just what is on the other side of the sky? We're going to attempt to answer that today, or in the case of Stranger of Sword City, not. Exist Archive, the other side of the sky is an RPG where an individual named Kanada and various others have been imbued with pieces of the dark god Yamatoga's soul and are sent to Protelexa for reasons unbeknownst to them. Battle enemies and the armies of Chesser as you search out for your other teammates, complete quests and side events, and learn the truth of why you have been chosen. See, I told you, there's that whole chosen thing again. I think that's going to be a running gag in this series. Well, not even a running gag. It's in the description, so, I have no choice but to read it. Oh, and for those who are on the fence with this game, I have 2 words for ye. Spike Chunsoft. Yep, the same people behind the Danganronpa series. Some of the devs helped out with the creation of this game. Although I don't think there's any maniacal teddy bears in this one, but, it's still a pretty solid RPG game. And one, much like with the rest of the games on this list, has been sadly overlooked. So make sure that it's not overlooked anymore by picking it up. Game number 3, I think. Yeah, Yeah, it's 3, is the Caligula Effect. I just like saying it that way too, Gula, you know, because it's almost Halloween. Never mind. Featuring a story written by Persona veteran Tadashi Sotomi. Oh man, I said that Persona wasn't going to be allowed on this list, and even though it kind of sort of reared its ugly head now, the Caligula Effect takes you inside a digital prison filled with brainwashed high school students, evil musicians, and an all-out powerful virtual idol. Aw man, not evil musicians. We didn't anticipate this, guys. Follow the exploits of the Go Home Club, a tight-knit group of Kimishiri high school students who have realized that their lives are nothing more than a virtual charade, or as we say in the hip cities, charade. When they discover that the world they're living in is actually Mobius, a virtual reality constructed and created and ruled by the omnipotent virtual idol known as, whatever this is. This ragtag group must fight through crazed students and evil musicians. Sorry, I just can't get over that. I also can't get over the fact that the students belong to a society called the Go Home Club and face their deepest inner traumas on their way to confront the almighty idol and taste true freedom. This game is weird. Like, really weird as far as its concept goes, but it is a very solid playing JRPG, which is the reason why I am recommending it today.
I don't think you really had to explain that, man.
Hey, I'll have you know that I would do anything for a laugh, even if it's not funny. I'm about to present to you all now a game for all of you Japanese importers out there. Or for those people who live in Japan, they call them regular games. This is Genkai Tokki 7 Pirates, and it is a Japanese-only Vita game, but one that's fairly easy to navigate and beat, even if you aren't familiar with the language. I was able to finish it. It's pretty linear when it comes to its gameplay. So it's a JRPG. You go on adventure, fight turn-based battles, yada yada yada, all while playing as a pirate. But it's okay. If I want to read the description here to you all, it's kind of sort of uncomfortable to read. I'll just put it up on the screen for you now. Yeah. You see where this is going? But I am still obligated to tell you what this game is about verbally. But since the rest of my family members are home today, and I don't want to say all this too loud, otherwise they'll start wondering things about me, probably more than they already have, I'm gonna say this in a more of a whisper, which might make it more creepy. But that's what I'm gonna do anyway. I'll even say it in a seductive way just to enhance the creepiness. Pirates, breasts, RPG. This is a game with a story focusing on the pirates and breasts, as well as a so-called breast system for breast developing. The characters will develop along with their breasts. With touch controls, players can make changes to the size and softness of the breasts by touching or rubbing. Not only for large breasts, you can make small breasts grow too.
Did anyone else hear that back there? No? Okay, good.
So in a nutshell, every time your characters reach a certain amount of experience, they will get body lotion, and you have to do things in order for them to level up. Yes, it's mandatory. You have to do it. With Tellude. And that's all I have to say. Well, that was an interesting way of ending the video, but we're ending the video. And again, I have to ask, what RPGs out there, whether they be JRPGs, DRPGs, or rubbing RPGs, which do you feel were obscure or overlooked, hidden gem games? Tell me down in the comment section. And as always, fellow Vita fans, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It really means a lot to me. Love you all, and I'll see you next time. This video has been brought to you in part by all of these wonderfully generous people who help make this content possible, including Makis Blob, Milk-sama, B Mystery, Matt Fox, Neo Arashi, Reiko Star, Gutter Drums, Phantom XRS, BMF, Hero Acer, Hemdall Imbert, Saul Ramirez, Clayton Merlarkey, Adam Sondi, Kyle Brooks, Joshua Williams, PS Vita S, JR, Jared Haddo, Richard Cruz, E-Rock, Kevin Enright, Laurie Sweeney, Pierce Sterner, Heston Joseph, Jelle, Wendy K, Adam Thury, Aaron Swanson, Mario Cruz, David Ray, Sculpture Tugel TCG, Rodrigo Vera, Larry Anderson, Ronan Alganto, Silica, Tasha Monty, Burrs and Mystery, Juan N. Hermosillo, and Eric D. Witt. If you would be interested in supporting the channel and seeing your name on this end screen here, or if you wish to remain anonymous, that can be provided too, then make sure to check the links in the description below. I have numerous ways for you to do so down there. And, anybody else feeling kind of funny after that fourth game was mentioned, if you know what I mean?